Welcome.
Welcome to our episode 17 of Gem City Live. I am one of your hosts, Valcine Brown.
I'm just Charles.
You're not just Charles.
I'm just a guy, Charles. Today we take these echoey things off. I need to get drunk. It's street.
Oh, oh,
It's your boy.
well,
It's your dude. It's your boy.
it's your
It's your
boy.
man.
It's your boy.
Mm-hmm.
So we like to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please
Clickety
do.
click, click, click.
Please do.
Um, we want to tell you what our highlights are for today. Today, we are covering food, travel, books, wheels, and health. And we have a story.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Gonna
I'm
be a good
glad
one.
I'm glad you didn't preview it. It's yeah.
Will
Okay.
it shock me?
Yes. I want to see the look on your face
Mm.
when I tell you what it is. That's what I can't wait to see. So, and we do have a contest going up that's being sponsored by Calified Streets and Hats. Streets and Hats.
That's it. Streets
Cal,
and
because your last name is
Yep.
Street.
Calified Streets and Hats.
Calified Shirts and Hats,
That's it. We got
and
you.
by the Bath Divas
Bath Divas in the house.
quality products at an
Quality products.
affordable price.
Get your shine on.
Yes, get your skin feel good
Get your
on.
melanin on. You got melanin in your product? Is that something you can add?
No.
But they have stuff like that you take. It's like vitamin though. Or am I thinking about it wrong?
I think melanin can't be absorbed through the skin.
I know you.
It's not
Is it
topical.
melatonin that I'm trying to say?
Melatonin is what's in your skin that
Okay, so-
makes you brown.
Okay, so the melanin that
Yeah.
that your pineal gland produces to help you go to sleep. The pineal gland in your brain, right?
Oh, it's my daughter. She should know.
She's gonna be on live.
Okay, fine.
Put her out.
Hi. I'm in the middle of taping Gem City. Love you.
That's cute.
She know what I do on
Right,
Thursdays.
yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, you gonna be. People gonna call in. People gonna be like, straight up. There you go.
Hey.
What you doing? Okay, I'm watching you on TV.
Oh, you didn't get the push notification. You should have known what I was doing.
Right.
You apparently aren't subscribed. You need to fix that. Busted. Yes. So we want to welcome you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get? I want to get to my story.
Well, let's get
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right. I gotta watch you.
Do what we does. That's how we does.
So,
Right.
the title of the article. No, I'm gonna do the title last because the title gives it away. In what initially seemed like a prank, seriously, it was announced on April Fool's Day, Heinz and Cadbury have inexplicably teamed up to release cream egg mayo.
Cream egg mayo.
Right.
Damn.
You know, like the Cadbury eggs,
Right.
cream.
Cream.
We all know what mayo is.
Mayo.
Yes.
In a
jar. In a jar.
Mayonnaise is cream. Mayonnaise
They
is cream and chocolate. I'm
no.
stuck.
Okay. To really break it down, that's a mayonnaise spread blended with the fondant and chocolate, evidently just the thing for people who prefer their sandwiches to have a slightly sweet aftertaste. It says, hey, we're not here to judge. I'm judging. Just, yeah. By the way, this article is by Kelsey Garcia and was published on popsugar.com. So it goes on to say the beguiling food hybrid is actually meant to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Heinz, which is this year. And thus, it will only be around for a limited time and only in the UK since Cadbury is a British brand after all. Yeah. So the title of the article, if you're interested, is Heinz and Cadbury created cream egg mayo, and we truly never thought we'd see the day. I was hoping I'd never see the day.
You know what mayonnaise is made of?
Yes, it is made of oil and egg whites.
And right, with a little seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best mayo that I've ever had is the mayo that I made. If you make it, you will get a whole different experience.
I can imagine because then you don't put all that junky preservatives and stuff in it.
Right.
Oil and egg white.
You'll be like, this is what.
Do you have to heat it? I mean, because of salmonella in the egg whites?
there's a heating process. You're right. There is
but
something.
probably just enough.
No, you have to do something with the egg. I think you cook the egg, and well, you don't. I made it. I made it one time, and we tried to figure out how long it was going to stretch out in the refrigerator. But there is. I
Mm.
was thinking about that egg too. It's something about the egg. It either cooks with the lemon. I think it cooks in the lemon.
Oh, yes, right, because
Because
you
you can
do put
cook
a little
with
lemon.
acidic, yeah. But
Yes,
you
like
can look
putting
it up
lemon
on
on fish.
YouTube. It is what it is.
Mm.
I'm no chef, but I can
Mm.
do it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wow.
Right.
Right.
Get
Yo,
started.
look what you went like this.
Yeah, because it's like mayo is. I like mayonnaise. I used to be a Miracle Whip kid.
Yeah.
Then I switched to the other one, Best Foods, because
Uh-huh.
they're different. One is sweet and one's not.
Right.
But when I have it, it's only like on one thing, like a sandwich or something, or maybe
Right.
you making some spread or something like that with the chip dip or something like that.
Right.
But to be playing with it and add chocolate chips and
That's
marshmallows
crazy.
and
It's like because I too
nah.
liked Miracle Whip, so I
Right.
get the whole slightly sweet thing. But when you
Right.
tell me you put chocolate in it,
Yeah, that messes it up.
some things should not be done.
That messes it up.
Sorry, Heinz.
That's right.
Sorry, with
Too much.
all due respect, some things shouldn't be done.
Mayo or mayonnaise? Miracle Whip or Best Foods?
It all
Which one?
depends, I think, on what you're going with.
Oh, you switch them up.
Well, I don't have it now
Okay.
as an adult because I've actually a little bit outgrown the taste of mayonnaise. I very rarely use mayonnaise. I like it obviously in potato salad. You put it in your tuna when you're making cold tuna. And when I do a sandwich, I put just the thinnest layer just to keep the bread from being dry. Yeah, no, it's just, and it feels like
right
on your tongue.
Right. When I think about what it's made of, then I kind of take a deep breath and be like, okay. But again, like Thousand Island, and that's nothing but like mayo.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly.
Make your dressings at home, and I promise you, go to
the taste
YouTube
would change.
and Google whatever your favorite.
We should put that in food. We should put that in. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks when we do food.
Like mayonnaise, the stereotype and all that. But I'm telling you, I can do a good mayonnaise, and if you make it at home, your experience will change. It's like it's going.
I think I may have to try that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll make some.
I may have to try
next
that.
time you coming over, I'll make some.
What? Okay. What am I gonna get with it? Because you ain't gonna serve me just no tablespoon of mayonnaise.
I know you're right.
I made you a sandwich, and there's fresh mayo on it.
Well, we use it and we mix relish in it, and we eat it with
that's tartar sauce.
Cod. There you go.
Tartar sauce, there.
That's why we made it. Is you put that you make your mayo, and then you taste your mayo. You're like, damn, that's good. And you wouldn't even go to the tartar sauce. You make it's good.
Okay, when you do your tartar sauce.
Okay.
Sweet relish or dill.
See, here we go now. Here we go. Picnic is sweet relish, but dill is all day.
Okay. All right.
Dill is
all right.
All day.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Gigi said, I don't like that sweet stuff because she don't do sweet. But I did.
Yeah, because one time I accidentally bought a wine and it was too sweet for her. And she's like, that's too sweet for me. Bless her soul.
Yeah, she don't do sweet. So I learned the dill is crunchier. It's more of a punch to it, and it kind of gets you right here. Yeah. But the sweet one is old fashioned. Hot dog, whatever.
Oh, the sweet is so good on hot dogs. Yeah. I feel you.
We got food. We must be hungry up in here.
I ate too. I don't know what the problem is. All right. So with our topics being food, travel, books, wheels, and health, I am on food, books, and health. And Street, you are on travel and wheels.
Travel and wheels.
So kick you off with food. Dun, dun. Da, 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 da. He doesn't recognize the theme song. How many of you do?
Go ahead.
Da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. You done.
We ain't got to pay for it.
It is the theme song to Game of Thrones.
That's what I've never even seen it.
Oh, well.
I've never even seen it.
Season 8 premieres this Sunday night coming up, and I found this article. Shake Shack created a special Game of Thrones menu for the show's final season, and this article was written by Constantine Spirou, and it is on foodbeast.com. So what they have to say is Shake Shack's original Madison Square Garden location is serving up 2 themed items, a Dracarys burger and Dragon Glass shake. But they didn't put nothing crazy in it. It ain't like that.
It already
Okay.
sounds. Yeah, it already sounds like it's doing that.
So, so the Dracarys burger, for example, is themed after dragons because that's dragon. With the fiery shake sauce made with Carolina Reapers and Chipotle peppers.
Carolina what?
Reapers.
What are Reapers?
I'm assuming it's a hot pepper.
Okay. Reapers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chipotle peppers, which accentuates the flavor with Monterey Jack cheese and bacon. So it sounds good.
It's a red pepper.
I was right. It's a red pepper. Yep. All right then.
Got it.
Now then they also have the Dragon Glass shake, which combines the refreshing notes of mint chip and shards of shiny black toffee. So that sounds good. Okay. Which represents the mythical obsidian that can slay White Walkers. So if you're familiar with episode 7, Jon Snow, the King of the North, of course you're not familiar, went to Queen Daenerys and with the hopes of mining the dragon glass in order to kill the White Walkers.
Game of Thrones.
Okay. They started out as book.
Game of Thrones fans.
They started out as books. And so when this show came out, I said, well, let me watch an episode. I watched it. It was good. I was like, stop. And I went back and read the books. And then I started. So I actually.
Do you like reading the book of a movie first?
Yes.
Or do you like watching the movie and reading the book?
I like to read. If I know that it's a book, I want to read the book first.
Because I've done that opposite you. You've done that probably many times. I've done it once in my life.
Uh-huh.
And it was the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Vanessa Williams in it. I think it was called Eraser.
Yes.
I read the book before I saw the movie. It was like the only experience I've ever had with that.
So did you like the experience? Because some people, I was
overly critical. I'm analyzing like, that's not supposed to happen here. And
why are they doing that?
Yeah, like I'm the critic.
And it will turn me off of certain things. It will turn me off of certain things. And there are differences, obviously, because there always are, between the series of books and the series of show. But the show is so good, it overpowers. I stop thinking about the things that aren't the same. So you get into
the fantasy part of it.
I was immersed. So usually that doesn't happen to me.
That's a great director, because a director, you can have 10 directors with the same novel, same book, with 10 different
directors' interpretation. Yes.
Shout out to F. Gary Gray, one of my favorite directors.
Really?
He did The Italian Job.
Oh, that's such a great movie.
Watch that movie again in surround sound.
It's a
good movie, because Italian Job was actually originally done in the 60s.
Really?
And I think it had what's the older guy in their name? Not I think, is it Kiefer Sutherland's dad? You know what I'm saying? I forget his name. He's an older guy. He's a well-known A-rated actor. But anyway, the movie was done before. So anyway, shout out to the director, whoever directed Game of Thrones. I haven't seen it yet. If you guys seen Game of Thrones, let us know. You know what you think about
Donald Sutherland.
See?
Yes, and Donald Sutherland also played in daggone it.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, Fiddlesticks and Tiddlywink. He plays the guy with the roses who daggone it.
Mark Wahlberg's in that movie.
Mockingjay.
Charlize Theron. Mos Def. Jason Stanton, and the other guy with the red head, the funny short dude. It's a good cast, and they put it together real well. And F. Gary Gray,
is gonna kill me if I can't find it.
Very good movies, but you got to watch it. But the new and upcoming director, because I'm on that Jordan Peele.
Oh yes, because we were talking about him last week.
Yeah, he's all good. What's up, y'all? What's going on? So I guess while you looking up that, we can get back to it. But places to visit, is that where we're going with travel?
Travel.
Were you finished with that one?
Sorry. One more thing.
What?
Oh yes, here's the trick. So when going there, in the article, quote the article, ordering the Game of Thrones items can be tricky as you have to speak Valerian to the cashier to score them. There's a pronunciation guide featured in this article that you'll find handy in order to be able to speak and order your items. You can find these two items, the Dracarys burger and the shake, at Madison Square Park location from April 21st. And I'm sorry, I fumbled that.
No.
Both of the items are available now. The burger only through April 21st, the Dragon Glass Shake all the way through May 19th.
Where do you get them at again?
It's only the original location at Madison Square Garden. So it's Shake Shack, the original location in Madison Square Garden.
It's basically tailored toward the movie fan, and you have to be in New York to say it's not even bi-coastal.
Right.
So
it's not.
Out here.
It's not. But I just thought I don't see it often that pop culture crosses so far into everyday world that it impacts what people put on their menu.
Well, I mean, because I think what happens is because we don't know. I've never heard of the place, the Shake Shack.
Right.
First of all, and it's in New York, so a lot of companies do it. Like if you go to Pink's hot dog, chili dog in Hollywood, all their menu is based on different, themes like the Queen of England, Duchess, and all these different things because they're British influence. So they have a lot of different style burgers like that, and a lot of places just won't get the notoriety because they don't have the power that this movie has.
That's the crazy thing. I mean, people are sitting on pins and needles waiting for season 8 to start, and I'm totally starting to feel
season 8.
Yes,
how long has it been around?
8 years.
8 years. Okay.
And no, it can't have been 8 years. I guess it has been season 8. It's once a year.
I always see it, GOT, Game of Thrones, and I've never watched it.
The crazy thing for me is I'm already starting to feel a sense of loss, and the season hasn't even begun yet. But I have, so what I started doing is, shout out to HBO. I ordered HBO. I order it, watch Game of Thrones, and I cancel it. So I'm sorry.
Hey, don't tell them that.
Why? They want my money when I come back. What they gonna say? You can't order now. We don't want your money. That's all right. I'll find a way to get it. So I ordered it. And so this week I've been watching season 7. I don't have the time to go all the way back to watch all the other seasons.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to it. Sunday night, I know what I'm gonna be doing right after band rehearsal. Okay, travel.
It's all good. I'm just mad because we can't get the burger here.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It sounds good.
Oh, yes, because I like spicy.
Okay, so let's see. Before we get into that, he did send me a video. Just wanted to get your thoughts. Big Harv is saying, just want to get your thoughts on the video I sent you today about Nipsey Hussle being murdered for exposing Big Pharma by making a movie about Dr. Sebi curing AIDS and cancer with organic herbs.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a great.
Did you get a chance? You probably didn't get a chance to see it.
Well, the reason why, and I'll let them know right now, the reason why I did not watch it is because I get tons of IMs and people just send stuff, and I don't know if it's them or if it's a bot.
Oh.
Right, and that's how the Russians do their thing. When they send you all the stuff, they watch what you like. Oh, you like Bath Divas, so you like this kind of shampoo, and they'll send you things from other people. And so
it's not really that person.
I apologize, but I didn't believe it was you, Big Harv. So I have not watched it, but if it's on here, we can watch it and take a look. I did hear about Nipsey Hussle. I did hear about him being murdered because he was about to do some expose on Dr. Sebi. That's how you pronounce his name. But again, I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon and be like, yeah, because I didn't do the research on it. I wanted to kind of let everything settle down first and figure it out. But I do remember the first day my father told me about it. And if that is the truth, then he has to know that when you start doing stuff like exposing Big Pharma, you really can't put your finger on a name. Those are drug dealers.
Legal drug dealers,
Big Pharma
basically.
drug dealers. Okay.
So legal drug dealers, yes.
So
you know what?
a little bit. Go ahead.
The thing that I was just talking. Oh, I don't remember who I was having this conversation with. Oh, I don't remember. Still don't remember. I remember the conversation clearly though. And we were talking about how odd we thought it was that Nipsey Hussle's murderer was caught so quickly. We still trying to find out who killed Jam Master Jay,
Now,
who killed Biggie.
now you got a court. Here's an example, hypothetical. You got a court case that's gonna put you in jail for 25 to life,
Hmm.
or we can give you 15, 15 to life, and then give you $100,000 if you take the rap and say that you did this. Is that a possibility? Not even saying that's this in this case.
100,000? Nope, ain't enough.
Okay, we'll give you 250,000.
Not enough.
Okay, well, some people that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
And they're
but
gonna
the
take
whole
care of their family. And they're gonna go to jail, and instead of getting
mm,
out in 25 years, they get out in 10, 15 years, but they got that felony and that rap. So
see, that's the long-term thing. And then psychologists have proven that people who come into windfalls of money still end up bankrupt.
okay, I
Yeah,
totally understand what
yeah,
you're saying, but I'm saying hypothetically
yeah.
speaking, for the case of Big Pharma being able to
Right.
control the narrative of this whole
Mm.
situation, if it's true that they have, exterminated my brother because he was about to show some stuff, and he had a huge following. He still does. That
Mhm.
following it over there. Lots of people now getting in the fourth gear, trying to figure out what's going on with that. Like I said, it was so much going on in the air. I didn't know enough about it, but I wanted to see if we can play a little bit something to see if we can, see what's going on with it. Play, but I'll have to watch it and let you know because
We'll both
yeah,
watch it and we can comment on it next week.
yeah, we'll comment on it for sure because I didn't watch it or only because, like I said, when I got this from you, I didn't know it was you. I thought it was a um a
Bot.
robo
A
bot.
bot. A
All
bot,
right,
bot. But yeah, let's watch
good topic though.
it. Mm.
All right, so
Travel.
okay, so travel. I guess we got top 10, top 8 places to go. Would you go to Paris?
Yes.
You ever been overseas?
No.
Okay, me neither.
I'm ready.
We got to make it a mission.
Mission.
Broadcast. Yellowstone. You ever been up to Yellowstone?
I have not. There are places I know there are places in my backyard I have
What
not
you
even
doing? Well, you
been.
can't take a minute.
I haven't even
Ferris
been.
Bueller says, "Stop and smell the roses."
I do smell the roses. I still haven't been to Grand Canyon.
Okay, that's
Have you?
yeah.
Oh,
As a
see,
kid,
I haven't. I
as a
haven't.
kid,
Where else?
as a kid, I think we get in trouble. Just wanted to get your thoughts on the video I sent.
Oh.
I believe 100% that they want to keep us medicated, not cured. And I'll check you out next week.
Awesome. We'll
Okay,
both
yeah,
watch it
yeah,
and
we'll
we can
watch it, and
comment
I'll
on
do.
that.
Yeah, that's a good topic. Just keep in mind that even a day before, you can shoot. Me, myself, Valcine, or Jim City, just a nugget to say, this is a topic I want you to look at, which you
Hmm.
did. You sent it before me, but again, like I said, I didn't know it was you. I thought it was a bot. So yeah, we'll look at it. We'll talk about it
Yes.
next week. Show for
Yeah.
show. Rome. Would you go to Rome?
Would absolutely.
I don't know if I want to go to Rome. It just doesn't seem appealing to me.
I want to see it.
Okay,
Oh,
you
I
want to
do.
see it.
I want to.
Just all the artwork.
Well, the fact that they built structures without the modern day equipment that we use now, and those structures,
beautiful.
yes, and some of them still standing. Yeah. I mean, they look a little dilapidated, but they're like thousands of years.
Okay. Yeah. What about Tahiti?
Of course, I'll go.
Tahiti? You go to Tahiti?
Yeah, I sure would.
London?
Yeah.
New Zealand?
Yes. Fuck it.
Is that Nantucket or fuck it?
That says fuck it. It does. PHUKET. Fuck it.
That's Puckett.
No. PH's counts with an F.
Not in English, not in their language. They're not walking around saying welcome to fuck it. I promise you that. It's pronounced Puckett.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, the H is silent.
Where is it?
The Phuket Islands, province of Thailand. See the H?
Thailand.
See the H? How the H doesn't work
there? I get it.
All right.
I get it.
So Thailand. You going to fuck it. Grand Canyon, which you should have already went.
I know.
Where is your number one place you like to go visit?
Actually, I don't have a number one place to visit. I do have a bucket list. Okay. I want to see all 50 states, and I'm only like 12 or
Oh yeah,
13 in.
we mentioned that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would, if I had to put a place, I want to see the Northern Lights of Alaska.
Yeah, my mom just got back from that.
Oh, really?
All smiles.
I heard that I've known people who have gone on the cruise. I guess you fly up and cruise back or cruise up and fly back. I would love to do
Yep.
that.
Yep, she
And I
did.
would also like to take that Greyhound, not Greyhound, but take the train ride up the coast.
Of the West Coast.
Yes.
That's a nice one too.
And I also hear that there's a train ride that goes across Canada.
Mm.
I want to try that one too. That was in a book I recently read.
There's one also where you fly into Europe and you take a ride on a train all the way back through, Germany and all the different places, Amsterdam, and you come back all the way into Paris. That would be a trip, but you got to take
Yes,
a month off. It takes like two,
I
three
could do it
weeks.
in the summer.
Yeah, it takes like
I
two,
could
3 weeks.
I get summer vacation. I could do it. I'd have to have enough money, and who wants to be away
That's
for that
right.
long?
That's
I
right.
don't know if I can handle being away for so
Yeah,
long.
you be jet sick.
I like my bed.
Yeah, you be jet sick.
Yeah. That's nice though. So
Yeah.
where would you go? If you had one place,
One place to go.
what would be your top
I know this is
choice?
gonna be real weird. I mean, there's a couple places I want to go, but for some reason, and you know how I get all weirded out, I got to go to Tibet
Hmm.
because it's spiritual. Who said it's spiritual? Who's that? It's spiritual. I forget who said that.
All right.
But yeah, because there's basically no technology, none of this. It's opposite of
Really?
the way we live. That's
Wow.
it. They're still living like it's the 1800s out there. So I want to
You think
experience
you
that.
could experience that?
Sure. Give
What
me
would
some
you
food.
do
Well,
to not feel like you need technology?
that would be the challenge. That would
Yeah.
be, because you get to see the core of who you really are. It's like, oh, I need my phone and all that.
I would want to because we capture things on our phone. Be like, oh, that's pretty.
Every other place, you're with your phone, and it's just like, okay, I'm in Tahiti
So you'd
or I'm
have to
in
take a
London, and
regular
you're like,
camera.
yeah,
You have to take a regular
right.
old camera.
I want to take a whole different, you know what I'm saying, non-electric experience. Of course, you're
Mm,
going to have your
an
camera in your pocket. Of
unplug.
course, you're going to unplug. Yeah,
Ooh.
that's right. I
All right then.
looking for the Buddhas. Where my Buddhas at?
So I'm on books.
Okay.
So Long Walk to Freedom, autobiography by Nelson Mandela. I'm actually reading this with my AP students. And although I'm gonna confess, I knew who he was. I knew he had gone to jail for like 26 years, really long time, and he finally got freed. And I knew he was fighting against apartheid. I didn't know much beyond those very basic things. So I am really intrigued by his story. I mean, he starts out where he was born. Um, he was actually born in, I don't know if I'm saying this right. It's Mveso. It's spelled Mveso. It's a tiny village on the banks of Bashi, Mbashe, Bashi River in the district of Umtata, which is the capital of Transkei, Transkei. If I'm mispronouncing that, please forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
And Johannesburg is mentioned quite frequently, which recently Johannesburg has been in my mind because Trevor Noah is from Johannesburg.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of puts it in my mind there. The book has 76 chapters. I'm on chapter 14, and I'm just enjoying. I'm getting this feeling of really having him just talking
He's
to me.
speaking to you.
Yes,
Yeah, that's good.
talking to me, inviting me into his world and saying, "This is my life.
Did you hear his
Let me
accent?
share it with you." No, because I only heard him speak
Okay.
just a couple of times. I watched a speech that he had given, and after he was freed, and I think that's the only time I've ever heard him speak
That's
was
crazy.
watching that speech.
He's put in jail for his political views.
Yes,
And he moved too many people.
right, and he's already been arrested a couple of times. He's a fugitive from the law right now. So me and my AP students and I,
In the book.
yes,
Okay. So
yes,
clear.
yeah, oh, yes,
obviously
yes,
he's
okay. Right in the book
That's right.
where I'm at, he is actually a fugitive at this point, and he talks about um, how he was evading the law. the various disguises, how he was hidden by certain people, and how he would get around at night, mostly sleeping during the day, and the experience of being separated from his wife and his children while he was on the lam. And so my AP students and I had a discussion about at what point, although we know he was technically a fugitive, why do we not see him as a criminal? Obviously, because when you're opposing something that's unjust, it's hard to see that person as a criminal.
Yeah, because crime is weighted. The value of
Right.
crime is weighted. Obviously,
Right.
a child molester versus a political.
A person who ran his red light.
No comparison, but they're
Right.
both obviously crimes. So his crime is not doesn't carry any weight when morally
Right.
doesn't carry any weight
Right.
because all he has is an
Absolutely.
opinion.
But
Shouldn't go to
those
jail for that.
but those who basically said what he was doing
Mm.
was a crime, they actually carried the crime of immorality,
Sure,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Snitching and
So
lying and all that other.
I highly, highly recommend this book. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, recommend it.
I'm definitely going to look into it, see what it is. It's a big book.
It
You're a
is.
reader.
Oh,
You're a
but the
reader.
font is
Give me
really
the cliff
big.
notes.
But look, the font is really big.
Okay, not too
Yeah.
bad.
It's don't let the size scare you. The
Mhm.
font is just big. So it's a really easy read. He speaks in everyday language as if he's sitting across the dinner table from you as your grandfather, telling you about life as he grew up.
Mm.
So it's it's a very easy read, and it's warm. It's
Yeah,
warm.
it sounds inviting for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm
Learning a lot
not.
about I'm learning a lot about South Africa history,
Mhm.
history of South Africa, which is crazy, being that I need to do my DNA, my 23andMe. I need to find out where I'm from, because
Right.
I wonder how I'm connected to the
That's right.
places that
Mhm.
he's talking about, just personally.
Might be right there in the middle.
I know,
You
right?
didn't know.
Right?
Now
Didn't
you
even
know.
know it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's
So
what's up.
health, it's you, health, health,
Health.
you.
For me, health.
Yes.
Health.
Health.
Wow.
Health. Health.
All right.
Health with the F. Health. Health. Health.
I didn't
Health.
do the
Health.
research
Health.
on health, and I'm feeling good right now. So health.
Well, do mine.
Which one?
Remember, I accidentally I got excited when I was writing.
You did.
I did. I
What was
normally
that?
do my 3 topics, he does his, but I found something interesting. I was like, I want to do this one, and I put it in there. So,
I want to talk about the flu that's going around.
oh,
That's what I want to talk about because it's realistic to me that I was speaking to um, somebody outside my work today and just didn't even know him. This man walking by, we ended up striking up a conversation, and he had the same thing that the wife and the baby is having.
mm,
Obviously,
ooh,
it's going around. He seems to think that it came from food because he said it started in his stomach,
mm,
right, and then it just went everywhere else, and that's the same
mm.
symptoms that everybody have been having.
Really?
Have you experienced that at school with any of the students just falling
Yes.
out?
I actually had a student who recently returned. She came to class yesterday. I hadn't seen her in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And this is a student who's there every day. Every day. And so I was like, wow. And everybody knew, I was like, why is blah 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 out? Has the flu.
Oh,
And I'm like, why is blah 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 out? The flu. And this is a student who is reliable.
mm-hmm.
They're in school every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was like, stay on that side of the room.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
You're not getting me sick.
do you do you take like the what do they call the vitamin C packs and all that stuff? Because you're around that all day.
Right.
You know what I
I
mean?
should.
Oh, you don't.
I don't. I take my regular vitamins. I drink green tea every day,
Green
which
tea.
is antioxidant, which is really a great immune booster.
Okay.
And I am a thorough and regular hand washer, because most of these things get in through your ears, nose, and mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're eating food and you haven't washed your hands,
Mm-hmm.
you putting everything in its mama in your mouth. So I thoroughly wash my hands quite frequently. And I'm not afraid to tell someone you're sick, so you need to be far from me. Yeah, this student who returned, they were like, I'm still not completely well. I was like, okay, well, you need to sit at the seat by the door, prop the door open. Our ventilation system runs 24/7, so it's supposed to
For that
recirculate
reason.
the air.
Yeah, yeah.
But this student had to sit in a desk by the door and prop the door open too. And I tell him, I said, I love you, but I love you more from a distance. My fear, and I was telling you and your wife that this when I got here. My fear is getting sick right before a vacation. And I'm starting spring break next week and then I get a 2-week break. So
Because then wherever you
I
going,
ain't got
everybody
time.
getting sick because you're still going.
Party.
You up there in Paris. Yeah, in Paris.
Be on the plane.
Vacation, sorry. But yeah, that was the thing is, normally what you can do is you can try to do the home remedies with the alcohol and the lemon, and different things, to make yourself feel better. Because going to the doctor, is crazy. So you try to just get all this stuff fixed at home.
And there's nothing the doctor can do for you anyway, because if it's
Pretty much
viral, they
same
can't
thing.
give you
Pretty
anything.
much.
All you
Wait
can
it
do is
out.
treat the
That's right.
symptoms.
Treat the symptoms and maybe get some penicillin.
Make
So,
yourself comfortable.
so I just want to know if anybody out there is experiencing this flu that's going around because it ain't no joke. If you are
Mm-mm.
experiencing, what are you doing to get rid of it fast? Because it's been, luckily, knock on wood, I haven't gotten it.
Mm.
So, and I try to, I try to eat a lot. I do a lot of orange juice and a lot of
Mm.
pepper because
Mm.
not mix them. Somebody asked me,
I
mix
put
it
pepper in my allergy.
because the pepper to me is it's so harsh in your stomach. It fights
Really?
against the things that are in there.
Is that
And the only,
proven or is that just something you think?
it works. I ain't sick. Dr. Street.
I'm not sick
I
because
ain't sick.
I have
Every
pepper.
time I feel a cold or something coming on, I'll take up the orange juice and I'll just pepper up everything. Get
Yeah.
some chicken soup, start peppering it, and be good.
When I do feel something coming on, I have these echinacea tablets that I like. I'll take some airborne and I go to bed early. The one time I
Get
felt
that
like
sleep.
yes, I'm normally go to bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. But if I feel like I'm getting sick, I go home, feed my dogs, watch TV for a short while. I'm in the bed by 8 o'clock. And it healing. Sleep is healing.
It is. It really is huge. Don't underestimate your sleep, but don't underestimate that virus either. So
Mm-hmm.
for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's all good. So we got that topic for next week, Mr. Harv. We got to watch Nipsey, figure out
Yeah.
what's going on with that, and then what else you got?
Let's see. Wheels.
Wheels.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This was hard for me, but I try to be objective. Okay.
You ain't switching. You ain't gonna switch. You better be.
You know what I'm talking
You
about,
better
huh?
be getting a Tesla.
I'm not switching, but wait till you hear what I have to talk
Okay,
about.
all right.
Okay, so I read this article on Autoblog, and it's written by Sven Gustafsson.
What's up, Sven?
His article tells us that Ben Baller, who is considered the jeweler to the elite, was locked in his Tesla Model X with 210 miles left on the battery when the car went into low power mode. He apparently shared the experience on social media, tweeted it, and Instagrammed it. And Tesla reached out to him and allowed him to break his lease. Here's the crux of the matter. This was shortly after this being locked in his car came shortly after he had made a ruby and diamond ring for Elon Musk featuring the Tesla symbol. The ring was valued at $37,000. So now he's going to um, sell it and donate the money to charity. And he no longer has his Model X
Because
he got locked in it. Apparently, the car went into low power mode, so it just locks up. And he was in the car. And he says the battery said that it had 210 miles left.
So this
He had to get out through the trunk. He had to climb. He said the article said he tried everything to kick the windows and it would just bow and come back. So it's made to take impact. And so he had to climb over and climb out the trunk and get out.
In a Tesla because the battery drained. If he was in Palm Springs in
yes,
the summertime,
and that's what he said. He was glad that it was in the evening time.
He'd been like a dog.
Right?
Walk by and like, look at that fool in that car. And they're talking about help. What are you gonna do?
And
Even
apparently there was a crash where a man burnt up in his car because it locked and he couldn't get out.
in the Tesla,
Yes.
you still getting one?
Yes.
You gotta get you one of them glass breakers, one of these little key things where you break the glass to get out.
Isn't
Keep
it a
two of
spark
those.
plug?
Yeah, keep two of those. Keep
Keep,
them in.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
yeah.
I got a plan. That's all I
I
need is a
got you. I
plan.
got you.
And then I'll make Tesla replace my windows. Hey, it's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fault. I have to tech to get out.
Right. Nah,
So at least we can say that I'm not biased.
Yeah.
I shared that because I read it and I was like, I'm not sharing that. But then I
Right,
said,
right,
you know what kind of person are you?
right, right.
The truth is the truth.
That just goes to show you the technology. Like when the internet was made and they didn't put an off button to this internet, you can't turn it off.
Nope.
The technology for these Teslas and
Nope.
stuff, yeah, they're so great, but it's the yin and yang. For everything great, there's going to be something equally as bad, and you don't have to focus on it. Somebody say, "Oh, don't worry about that." Okay, well now you locked in your Tesla and the battery's draining.
Tech.
Yeah, and you in the middle of a highway. Here comes a diesel.
Oh,
You know,
that's scary. Oh no, street. Shut up. Shut up.
Come. But you ain't gonna get hurt because Tesla, you can't break it. The diesel gonna go over the car. You got to contract.
This speed bump, boom, boom.
Like,
But I do have to say,
that's crazy.
it's not just Teslas that people get locked. I remember I had a friend. So this would be about 22 years ago because our kids were babies at the same time when Christopher was a baby. And she had just bought a Jetta and it was summertime and the Jetta had locked up and she got locked in her car. And luckily the windows were cracked a little bit. So she was able to
help.
Yes. So at least it's not only Teslas. People get locked in.
Oh, you get locked in the car. I don't care. I'm not getting locked in the car.
Well, no, me neither. I'm
roof,
getting out.
Like, oh boy, you
Some
trunk.
tick, 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 tick. I need my spark plug. That's all I need. Spark plug.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Well, maybe I should get them to throw in a glass breaker in my Tesla for free, just in case.
When you go to the dealer, be like, look,
I need a glass breaker.
Story about, oh boy, I need that glass cracker. Or maybe they'll come on the keychains, Tesla keychains.
Well, it doesn't actually have a key. It has a credit card. It's something that looks like a credit card. That you literally, when it knows when you're approaching, so the thing reaches out and unlocks the car.
So the car can drive itself.
It'll come pick you up.
But it can't let you out if the brain goes dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's all bad. I bet Elon's rethinking that one. He's like, we didn't think about that.
Well, no, I don't think anybody
didn't even go dead. It was just a software malfunction, huh?
It had to have been a software malfunction because
you're driving automatic and it's gonna get a virus.
Shut up!
Not on your car.
Not my car.
But damn, somebody gonna get taken for a trip. It's like, man, I can't stop my car. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Shut up. Bloop, 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 bloop. You 4-buying like this in your Tesla, going across the hills. Like, where are we going? It's like,
you end up at the nudie bar. Good luck trying to convince your wife you didn't mean to go to the. I didn't mean to go to the nudie bar.
Hell yeah! Like, what are you doing in the park at 1:00 in the morning? I swear, I've been in.
I'm stuck.
That's gonna get people in trouble. Let the Russians get that virus going on. It's all good. You can do it.
That's crazy.
Too much technology. I love technology, but not like that. I don't like it being controlled with me.
That's crazy.
Good.
So that's our stories for today.
Yes, cheers. Now by this time, we've had our sippy sips. So now
sippity sip.
Right.
A little toke.
Good book, Long Walk to Freedom. Nelson Mandela.
Autobiography, yes.
That's right. To get your shots and watch out for take your CPACs.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands
frequently and stay away from people who's sick.
Yeah, for real. Seriously.
Because I'll tell them you got to talk to me from a distance.
You don't want one of them masks like.
I'm not.
Teacher, Charlie Brown.
I think that's too far for me. That's too far for me.
Somebody in the class have measles. You would be like,
okay, if you have measles, I put people out of my class. I put them out.
Okay, so they explain it to you that I got measles. While they explain it to you, it's
yes, but I didn't know to have a mask on because they were coming with measles. So I couldn't have
right here.
Unless I foresaw it. I hear because look at the same time you go, well, I have the measles. I'm reaching for my mask. Right. I'm just get out. I put kids out of my room. I sent them to the health office. I had a student one time. I was like, well, where you been for 2 days? I had a fever. I was like, oh, you sure you will? He goes, well, I don't have a fever anymore because I took Tylenol this morning. I said, you still have a fever. You just masking it. I said, so you need to go to the health office.
Yeah, that fever's
Yes.
still there. The fever hides.
So because he went down to the health office and they took his temperature, he didn't have a fever. They couldn't keep him. So he went to the counselor and said, so-and-so is here. I said, he can't come back here. I don't care where he go. He can't come here. I'm not playing. If you told me you had a fever and you took Tylenol, I know you still have a fever.
Yeah.
And so you still sick and you contagious. How dare you put everybody else here at risk? You can sit at home and do your work.
But the nurse is gonna be like, override you, right? You gotta go back to class.
And I said he can't.
Oh, okay.
I'm no authority in my classroom.
I heard that. Like,
the
nurse
nope.
just wanted to go on a break real quick. You keep that you the nurse. Incubate him. Keep him in there.
You
somewhere.
gotta incubate there.
Yeah, that's right.
So we want to remind you about the April contest. We have it in a separate video. So click that video that says April contest. Clickety click click. The April contest is being sponsored by
Calified.
Calified.
Yeah, that's it. Calified. That's it.
Bath Divas.
Calified Bath Divas all day.
Yeah.
We gotta get T-shirts that just say that too.
I know.
I thought you were gonna have your product like so where you can show it at all times.
Oh, at all times? I thought that.
Get it. Okay. Bottle. Get your demo bottle or something.
I don't do demo bottles.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. I will next time.
That's right.
Sugar Skull candle. Remember when we used to do our show? We lit a candle. We're gonna have a Bath Divas candle lighting for our show.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right. High fives.
Okay. We'll do that for sure.
All right. Make it happen.
And we'll get more energy when I'm not like almost choking. I almost choked.
Oh, he almost died. Ooh. Seriously. The aftermath.
So that's why my energy is a little bit low. I'm like, and the black man choked on chicken. That was just it was all bad. It was just
talk about stereotypes. So what was the lesson we learned?
Chew your food.
Chew your food.
You're in a rush, and I know you heard it since kindergarten, but
chew food thoroughly.
Chew your food. You can actually die straight up. For real.
I think that's a lesson to other people. Know basic CPR to help someone if someone's around you choking.
Well, those are all valid points.
Yeah.
Educate yourself on how to help somebody, because had somebody come around and grab him with the hydrant and push it out, it would have been all good.
Yes.
But that was a message from Jesus. He was like, I got something to tell you.
Chew your food.
Chew your food. Slow down. So I was like, okay, all right. I'm doing too much right now. So that was it today.
Wow.
I was like,
that is so crazy.
Sweating
to the point where they called 911 and they rolled
up. Ambulance.
Ambulance. Call the ambulance. Call 911. What's the number to 911?
That's right. So, yeah, that was scary thought.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
It's all good. I don't want to feel that again.
So. Yes, praise God. Praise Jesus. Choose your food.
It's all good.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next week. And don't forget, share Eggman. Share Eggmans. Share segment.
Share Eggman. Whatever they got. They got mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise Eggmans.
And then you got to share the Eggmans. You have no idea what that
don't
is.
Don't be selfish.
So yeah, share your Eggmans. That's all bad. Eggman is when you eat an egg and you know your breath gonna be kicking, so you need a mint. Eggman.
So if you don't have time enough to have eggs, then means you gotta put them together.
That's all bad. So share Eggmans, comment below, and follow us.
I'm dying.
We need that. We try.
I shouldn't say that now.
It's all good.
Bye.
Peace. Hair grease.
Oh.